Kansas City Chiefs have been playing some very impressive football on both sides. Now they face the challenge of a Houston Texans team that scored a whopping 57 points with a rookie quarterback at the helm. This is the Sunday night NFL matchup, which will be televised on NBC at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. Alex Smith has been sacked 16 times, but other than that, there's not a whole lot that you can argue about with the way he has played for the Kansas City Chiefs. He is fine-tuned in Andy Reid's version of the West Coast offense, and he's completed 76% of his passes with 8 touchdowns and no interceptions. Keep in mind that Sam Bradford set the all-time one-season record with 72% last season for Minnesota, so Smith could be making NFL history here. Interestingly, their opponents have compiled more first downs than Kansas City this season, but the Chiefs, while getting that 76% accuracy from Smith, have permitted only 51.4% pass completions to their opponents. In terms of quarterback rating, there is more than a 51-point difference between their quarterback Alex Smith and the opposition starting quarterbacks. Also, while the Chiefs average 6.4 yards per carry on the ground, their opponents are only averaging 4.3. Obviously, Kareem Hunt has a lot to do with this. He has already racked up 502 yards on the season, and he is a favorite to win Rookie of the Year. The Houston Texans were going to use Tom Savage to keep the seat warm while their first-round draft pick Deshaun Watson of Clemson got prepared to play in the NFL. Well, they weren't getting a lot of results with Savage, so they went to Watson early. And even though he is going to show some rookie mistakes, it's pretty tough to find fault with the way he engineered his team last week. The Texans, in only Watson's second start, set a franchise record for points scored in a game, and Watson threw for 283 yards and 4 touchdowns, running in for a touchdown as well. One of the things that really helped Houston last week was that Lamar Miller came alive, chalking up 131 yards from scrimmage. Will Fuller, who had been out with a broken collarbone, caught 2 touchdown passes. Certainly Fuller has had his problems dropping the football, but he has the potential to really stretch things out in any secondary because of his blazing speed. Despite a 2-2 record, the Texans have 93 first downs to their credit, compared to only 61 for their opponents. We know they have the defense, and they have held their opponents to less than 60% of pass completions. Houston got some payback last season after losing a 30-0 decision to Kansas City in the 2015 playoffs. They forced 3 Kansas City fumbles and came out of it with a 19-12 verdict. This will be the best defense Kansas City has seen thus far, and even though the Chiefs are probably more capable on offense this year, the Texans might be able to check their best wide receiver Tyreek Hill, not to mention put a lot of pressure on Alex Smith with bookend pass rushers Jadeveon Clowney and J.J. Watt. For our pick and prediction, don't be surprised if Watson continues to impress and the Texans are able to end the Chiefs' unbeaten string. For our pick, we'll take the Houston Texans at home with the 2 points. For our pick and prediction on this game and every other game this week, and a wealth of free stats and information, check out bangthebook.com.